Hey everyone, I'm back. So, if you watched my previous video, then you know I've done this eye look, and right now I'm going to actually show you how I do my base. Since I haven't actually did a video with me doing my base, I figured this would be a nice, different video for me to do. I am so sorry. I put this glitter down, and my eyelash does not want to stick to it, which I should have known better, but I was so determined I wanted this super glittery look, and now I am constantly trying to push that eyelash back down so that it would stay down. Anyways, if you watched my previous video, then you know that I always put a moisturizer on while I'm starting my eyeshadow look, just so that my face can start to soak in that moisturizer, since I have a very dry skin anyways. Then I am going to put primer down, and this one I'm not sure how to say this, and I'm probably going to say it wrong. Illamasqua? Don't sure, but it's this brand. Okay, I love this primer. I actually got it in one of my Ipsy boxes, and it's amazing, literally amazing. If you see me touch my eyelash 100 times in this video, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to make it stick downward, but it keeps wanting to pop up, like literally. Ooh, stay down. I'm gonna have to take it off and re-glue it probably. Anywho, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation. So I'm just going to put this like so on my face. My base itself does not take very long, I don't think. I think the majority of my time when I do my makeup is my eyeshadow. And it's mostly because I like to do crazy eyeshadow looks. So, yeah. Alright. It's Tarte Shape Tape. I base down my array of brushes to use. I don't think it's that one. It's this one. Okay. I usually use a blending, like a little blender sponge. And my cat chewed it up, so we are going to use brushes for the sake of this video. This is the Morphe M439. It's basically just like a circular dome brush. And I'm just gonna blend this everywhere. This gives people an idea how to do it with a brush, since I mostly do it with sponges, and I know some people prefer brushes, so there you go. Now when I get my new brushes in, and then we will do this again, but with brushes for those who are not with brushes, with sponges for those of you who are the beauty blender lovers. So yes, I know that this foundation is a heck of a lot whiter than my skin. This is what I normally am in the winter, is the shade, but I guess all my trips to see Jordan in California has gave me a little base tan, which is still not very much considering I'm still super light. Sorry, I had to fix in there and I couldn't do it with this. If I had a little mirror that I could sit like right here, it would be nice, but I don't. My mirror is awfully huge. Okay, we put that on, and now we are going to put our other stuff on. I like the Fenty Beauty matchstick. It's the color Amber that I am going to be using. It's a contour stick. You do not have to do all of this. I just like to do this. I feel like if I put my wet things down first, then set it, and then do it again with my powders, it just makes my face look better. So I'm going to take this, and we're going to focus it like right on top, but below, on the lower end of my cheekbone. and we want it to be more on the back of it. Now, we put this higher than what you would normally put it because when you blend it out, it's going to blend downward. We do more of an upward motion, but you're still going to get some of it down here. And we do not want our face to look muddy, so this is the way to go. So I am just going to rub this on everywhere that I want to be a little bit more defined. So my cheekbones, my forehead, my jawline, and then around my nose. So I bring this in a little bit more just because I want my nose to look a little bit slimmer, and I know I have a very large nose. I take my family for that, I guess. Then I'm going to use my Jeffree Star concealer. This is the color in C5. I love these concealers. And we're just going to map that up the nose. Make it go upward, side, side, like a little tree. I like to put it right here. And then I'm going to put some right here, and back here. And sometimes, like right here, likes to be really super white, so I try to make sure, my receding hairline, I try to make sure to pull it up there just to make me look slimmer. Now, we can't forget our nose and our jawbone. So our jaw, we're going to do the same thing. A little bit of a circular motion. We're going to try to wrap that around the jaw and bring it down just a little bit. Take that little one again, and we are going to bring it a little bit upward because we want it to blend towards our brow. And then we're going to do little dabbing motions while bringing it downward. Now that I've done that, I know that you're going to think, wow, this is super obsessive, but I'm going to take a little bit of a liquid blush, and we're going to put this like right here, higher up than I normally would. So I like to smile so I know exactly where my apples of my cheeks are, but I wanted to go a little bit higher than that. And then we're going to take a liquid highlighter, and I want it to go right on the top of our cheekbones. Doop. Super cute. And then we're going to take our big brush again and pat that. We're going to do a patting motion, and we're going to go upward. We don't want it to be super close to our underneath our eye where my bags are. We just want it to kind of stay in that area that we have it. I like to pat my pink on and then try to bring it upward towards my highlights as much as I can. And now that just makes me look very luminous, which I need because my skin is always dry. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my Jeffree Star Cosmetics powder. This is in the color Rose. I'm pretty sure I told you this in the last video, but if you didn't watch the last video, this is what I'm going to use. Then I'm going to take this brush right here. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, the JH07. We're going to dip into this, and we're going to put just a little bit on the line of our nose, the inner corner, and we're going to bring it to map out the under lid of our eye. This is highlighting our dark areas so that it brings more of a lighter effect to our eye. This is not the same shade that I use all over my face. This is the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Fair. I am obsessed with these. They're super good. literally one of the best. Now I'm going to use my Morphe. This is actually the little mini one for their Christmas collection, continuous setting spray, and I'm going to set my face how it currently is so that the powders and the liquids can kind of smush together, and then we're gonna do the bronzer and everything, and I'll get back as soon as. Now we're going to bronze our face and do everything else, and then we'll be done. Add a little bit of lipstick for these lips. We are going to use my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. One of my faves. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, and well, I haven't stopped using it since I got it. So we're going to dip into this light highlight and mix into this medium highlight, and it's going to, with that brush that we used earlier to put our setting powder on, and we are going to dab that underneath just to kind of set that in there. Now I'm going to use my Hank & Henry Tasha brush. It is just a dense brush, and I'm going to help carve my face. Dipping into that palette again, I'm going to use the medium contour just because this is going to be the darkest part of my bronzer, and then I will use that lighter contour to help blend it out. When I do this, I like to start, so this is my cheekbone. I'm going to start right where my cheekbone is, right here, and we're going to put the majority of the color right at the very back, going towards my hairline. That medium color right where my receding hairline is, we're going to dab that right there, and the same thing over on the other side. And we're just going to dab a little bit of that color on the sides of my nose again. Now we're going to take the brush, Jaclyn Hill JH2, which is her bronzer brush. It is a big brush of essentially what I just did, but it's big and fluffy. Now we're going to dip into that color, light contour, and we are going to dust that over our darker one in like a circular motion, okay? So circular motion. And back and forth. Once we get done with that, I'm going to put our blush on. This is the JH04 brush. It is an angular brush, and it just kind of angles this way. I'm going to use the Laura Geller New York Central Park palette. This is actually like a full set palette. It has like eyeshadows, highlight, and then some highlighter. I like this blush in this palette quite a bit, so I just kind of dab into there. And then again, we're trying to look slimmer, so we're going to bring this right above our bronzer and bring it upward towards our back of our face. So I like to put a little bit of blush on like the tip of my nose, right underneath it, just to kind of make my face look cute. And then I put a little bit like going into my bronzer up here. Favorite thing, we got our two highlights. So one is Nightlight and the other one is Jewel Thief. These are both by Hank & Henry Cosmetics. A very good brand too, super good. So my Jewel Thief, I dropped it and it's broken, so I gotta be very careful with this one. I know that I can use that alcohol and whatever to put on it. I'm worried that it would mess up the shine to it, so I just don't want to. I'm just super careful with it. So I take that highlighter brush that we used and we dab into there, and we're going to bring that right above like where our blush is, and we're going to blend that in. I like to look super glowy and luminous and not dry. And brush, this teeny tiny brush right here that I like to use, and we're going to dip into the Nightlight one, which is like a really bright one. And I dab into there, and I like to put this right on my inner corner because look at that. Look, you see that popping? And I know that we have glitter there already, but I just can't help it sometimes. I love it. And we're gonna put this right on our brow, underneath our brows. Take our Morphe setting spray again, set the face. finished look. If you have any recommendations or you want me to do something different, please let me know down below. I love doing different things. I love to be challenged. If you want to give me like a couple eyeshadows and tell me to do a look with it, I got you. Or even challenge me with a palette. If I have it, I'll do it. If I don't, I will try to find a palette very similar to it. So I'm sure I have something. I have like 60 eyeshadow palettes. I'm sure I could it. Just from my makeup boxes that I kind of collected over the year. For my lips, for anyone that wants to know, it is the Hank & Henry Candy Apple. It's this really vibrant red. I just kind of think it made the look more festive. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please come back, let me know,